Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully you can hear us. Can you please confirm?
Anyone can confirm that?
Okay, good. Thank you.
We can hear you.
All right, perfect. Perfect.
So we will start in 5 minutes maximum, and just waiting for to join
A few
some
more people to join, and then we can share the content that we have for you guys.
Vikasji, please allow to on video.
Okay. So hello, everyone. I think we can go ahead and start. So let me share my screen.
No, combine one.
Yeah, combine. All right. Can one of you confirm that you can see our screen properly?
Yes, ma'am, we can see.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So this one we can. Nice.
They will not see this. No problem.
Yeah, but I can't see the screen completely, no? All right, this is better. What we can do is do this.
Okay.
All right, so welcome to this webinar. So basically, we are what we are called. So our institute's name is Amrita Research Center, Delhi NCR. In short, ARCT. It's part of the Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham University, and this is the Faridabad campus. So welcome, students. My name is Dr. Sreeja Roy. I am an associate professor here. I have my colleague, Dr. Ashish Vyas, who's an assistant professor here. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself,
Yeah.
Doctor?
So today webinar, we will be discussing about what is the pathway of translating science and leadership and what is the future prospect in this area. So Dr. Sreeja will be discussing the opportunities, and I will discussing about the institute and infrastructure we have with us.
Right. So just a quick introduction about myself so that you know why will you listen to us, right? So I'm Dr. Sreeja Roy, as I said. So my training, I have more than 10 years of experience in medical research, but most immediately I have experience in and 10 years of medical research in the West. And most recently, I did my PhD in vaccine immunology in Australia, and followed by a postdoctoral research fellowship in cancer immunotherapy and drug discovery in the US. So I think before we get into the more nitty-gritties about ARCD, why can't I change my slide? It's probably here. So I wanted to, because our topic is to do with translational research, I wanted to introduce what is translational medicine. So as you understand from the word translational, what it means in English is basically you translate something that you don't understand to something or in a language that you do understand, right? So what translational medicine in science also means the same. So something which is commonly used in this.
Shalini, we don't have parafilm.
Can somebody, I'm sorry, is there a question for us? Whoever is talking, does not have a question, can they please unmute themselves so that they don't disturb the webinar?
Yeah.
So to continue, so one phrase that is commonly used in translational medicine to help understand it is bench to bedside. Now, what do we mean by that? Bench is basically laboratory. So what have discoveries that happen in the laboratory, and bedside is the patient, right? So translational research is everything that happens to take laboratory discoveries that we do every day in the lab.
Yes, sir.
Vikas, can you unmute this person? So
Okay, let's
yeah, so bedside is the clinic or the patient, right? So translational medicine is the translation of whatever is required to be done to translate the discoveries in the lab to reach the patient, right? So to break it down, translational research asks these questions: that how can we use science to solve real healthcare problems, or how can discoveries improve diagnosis or treatment? Because ultimately everything comes down to patient care, right? So to understand why this is important is healthcare is changing rapidly. As you understand, you might have heard words from looking at the news, from your studies, from your seniors. You have heard these words probably: precision medicine, AI in healthcare, molecular diagnostics. So what happens is, what they're actually telling us is that with advent or movement of time, what happens is diseases have become more complex. So for example, in the context of cancer, which I work in, cancer as we knew it 10 years back is not the same now. The disease have evolved, it's become more complex, and one in every disease context, as my colleague can also endorse, no longer one treatment fits all. So all patients are not compliant to all like one treatment. So especially with the advent of advanced technologies in diagnostics, AI, artificial intelligence in healthcare, and personalized therapies, why does it had this come? Because what happens is two patients have the same disease, but one patient responds to the same treatment while the other person does not. So to understand these nitty-gritties and give patients the care that they need, these kind of novel technologies have come up. And what this basically means for us is that this is the integration of multiple fields, which ultimately improves patient care. Now, what do I mean by that? Basically, so what we understand by fields is, as you understand, most of you are BSc in biological courses, right? So it could be cell biology, molecular biology, biotechnology, you name it, you have it. But the conventional BSc degrees, what it gives us is you have a theory, very strong foundation, and you have basic laboratory techniques or exposure to laboratory techniques. For example, cell culture, proteome, like, some people have biochemistry in their syllabus. And then there are students who also look at technical degrees, like, for example, medical laboratory techniques, and machine learning. But what happens is, this either or does not work. So the people who have very theory based courses, they do not get the exposure to the cutting edge technology that you require nowadays to answer some of the translational questions that I mentioned. On the other hand, the technical degree people, they don't often have the basics or the theoretical understanding that you require to bridge the gap. So this is what translational medicine is about. It revolves around the real world problems, right? So they ask, as I said, some of the questions that translational medicine asks is not to do with in boxes. They do not put the questions in boxes like you do. The translational medicine has nothing to do with, do you need cell biology or proteome biology to understand a certain question? It's more research questions. So how do patients respond to therapy? Why do patients not respond to a particular therapy? How can a particular biomarker, which basically means it can be either DNA or RNA or protein, anything that you find in the patient, which predicts, for example, can be a diagnostic marker or a therapeutic response marker. So, and also technology, which, how can technology improve patient outcomes? Meaning, we ultimately want better disease outcomes, meaning the patients should respond to treatment and patients should do better. So these are the questions which translational medicine asks, which integrates a lot of these disciplines that I just talked about: molecular medicine, molecular biology, immunology, genomics, clinical sciences, and even AI, which is nowadays a very hot topic. So what truly matters for people like you and I is application skills. You may not be a master in everything. You cannot to integrate everything. So we should not be like worried that, oh, so do I need to be a master in everything? No. What you need to have is application skills, transferable knowledge, and interdisciplinary thinking, so that you can apply what you learn into, actual patient outcomes. And the most important thing is independent thinking. Now, how does it translate to students, right? So how do you integrate this? Translation, we at ARCD is unique because we do not only have ARCD, which is obviously a dedicated research facility, but we are connected to Asia's largest Amrita hospital right on campus, in the same campus. So what we have is we are exposed to both the basic research tools that we have at ARCD and also our partners who are a large hospital who are routinely looking at patients, which also means they are going through surgeries, they are collecting clinical samples. So what happens is our students are, or what we try to do, we are emerging to be not only have world-class research facilities, which will give exposure to students to preclinical models, meaning cell culture models, like to model diseases. That's what I mean by preclinical models. So you can have cell culture models, you can have animal models, but not only that, the students at the same time will have direct access to clinical samples, which gives you the real world scenario. So what happens is the students are not only doing coursework, which is giving you a theoretical foundation with hands-on translational research exposure. So of course, my colleague will talk more details into the courses, but I can give you an overview so that you understand what you actually get out of that. So students, what we really focus on is our MSc graduates, especially in translational medicine and related courses. They learn how discoveries are made in the laboratory, which can translate to better therapeutics, better diagnostics, and therapeutic strategies for patients. And the more important thing is, all of the faculties here, we have very clinically relevant projects, because master students also do, as you know, dissertations. So all the projects that the master student and of course PhD students that are already doing it, they get clinically relevant focused projects after talking to clinicians. So we obviously, as I said, we have clinical collaborators in the Amrita hospital. So we ask them that what are the day-to-day problems that you face, that you need to be answered? Like, what sort of biomarkers do you think is required? Because there are so many gap areas in diagnostics, in therapeutics, so that you can predict better, that which patients are going to respond to therapy or not. That also becomes very important. So because the projects are clinically focused, our students who are doing those projects have supervision from not only researchers like us, but also the clinical collaborators. So they get hands-on experience both parallelly, right? So this is what makes us our students very interdisciplinary and very purpose driven rather than focusing on one topic at a time, right? So this not only makes the student research ready, which is the obvious course, right? Most outcome, the best outcome, any student from what I've told you will understand that the best application of this is research courses, but that is not the case. You can also be job ready, so you can have biotechnology based, industry based careers. You can go to drug therapy. For example, my postdoc, I did not work in a traditional university. It was actually a company, but we were doing the academic research connected with clinical samples as well as pharmaceutical industry. So it depends on what you are interested in. Some people might be interested in the academic part of things, some people might be interested in the production part of things, some people might be interested in the application part of things, some people might be interested in the clinical trial part of things. So this translational research training actually makes you ready for all these three kind of categories of jobs. And lastly, what I tell all my students, and I would tell the future students who are interested, is translational science is not merely giving you a graduate degree. It is actually making you leaders in the field because of everything that I've just told you. So earlier what happens is, people used to count leadership with seniority, years of experience, academic titles, and so on. But now, in today we look, it does not matter how many titles you have. We need application ready people, right? So from today's leadership, we need problem solving skills, again interdisciplinary thinking, that you know cell biology, yes, but then you need transferable skills. Like I, for example, when I started my career in cancer immunotherapeutics, I did not train in cancer biology. I trained in vaccine immunology. I know the immune mechanisms, but the cell is a cell, right? So you have to know the mechanisms which you require to transfer your skills from one discipline to other to answer research questions. That is the more important part. So apart from that, you also need to adapt to new technologies, because the technology, especially with the advent of AI, students, I will tell you, it is adapting to it's an exponential speed that things are progressing. You need to connect science with patient needs, and obviously the innovation and critical thinking, which is absolutely required for any sort of these nowadays, for research or jobs or industry based jobs. So why I think translational medicine students are better positioned is because they can integrate these, and through multiple disciplines they can work through their collaboration with clinicians and researchers. They understand science and application, and they adapt to these emerging technologies very well. And therefore the leadership roles that they play in translation medicine can mean that they can build healthcare innovations, they can lead in biotech and healthcare projects, they can bridge laboratory research and clinical care. For example, medical liaison is a very upcoming emerging field. I feel like people who know the science do not want to do the science, neither do they want to work in the industry to produce the pharmaceuticals, but they want to talk to them. Those pharmaceutical people can be their clients, or even like people like us can be their clients. So they will understand both. So some people are interested in regulatory affairs, like with intellectual property, for example. So we at ARCD, I will conclude my talk by saying that we want to train future scientists, innovators, and entrepreneurs, and not just focus on theoretical age old what has been done so far. So with that, I'm going to shift, give the floor to my colleague Ashish here, so who's going to give you more in-depth understanding about the courses that we actually do here.
Thank you, Sreeja, for a nice discussion. So today I am discussing about the scope and future direction of translation research at Amrita, like what we are doing at Amrita. So first, thankful to our Chancellor Amma, like who supported and like have a vision for making skill India, like what government is planning, and our head and director who's supporting to do this. So what we are like trying here at Amrita Research Center, actually we are not doing only masters or PhD course, but we are also focusing on the translation research, as Dr. Sreeja discussed. In every faculty, like we have a 6-7 faculty with us, and they are expert in their own field. Like in genomics we have expert, we have a molecular biology expert, we have a microbiology expert. So all the AI expert, all the field which is like people are now thinking that what happened after 5 years or 10 years or 20 years. So we are thinking about the latest technology, that how we can work on it. So each faculty have PhD scholars. So we have opportunity for PhD training in the all latest cutting edge research area. And why you should select the Amrita Viswadhyapitham? Like, so we are here to discuss about our center. That's so you will know, because this is a new latest sample institute, and 2 year before we have started. So, but this is university is very old, and this is from last 10 year. If you say this is under top 10 category, it's now this year around 7th in all over ranking, and we have a NAC 8 A plus plus accreditation. So, and if you check in the detail, if you want to know the about our you can check in the Google as well. Now about the research center. So this is a unique campus in India. Very rare institute have these facility where you have a medical facility with the research thing you have. So at our campus we have a Amrita Hospital, which is 2,600 bedded hospital, and we have a different clinical problems with, and because the doctor have attitude of doing research as well, and they are asset for us, and we are working with them. Like my group is working on the liver diseases, so I'm associated with the gastroenterologist, and they are telling the problem that Ashish, we are not finding this, can you help? So we are trying for different type of grant. We are not working as a private setup, we are getting fund from the government also, and we are doing research on the different liver diseases. And in the, like similarly, Dr. Sreeja working the immunology, tumor microenvironment related, Dr. Pankaj working genomics, Dr. Bhargav working in the proteomics area, Dr. Patra is working in the area of microbiology and molecular biology, Dr. Vikas is working in the area of AI. So we have different faculty. We have a GMP facility, which is like one of the largest, we can say, in the university setup. We are trying to do, if you have any idea or product, you can manufacture here. We have an animal facility. So all that state of art facility is there. Then whatever you can think, you can start from the one lab to the product development in the one place. So this is a unique possibility we have as a researcher. Now we are offering two type of course at Amrita Research Center. First is MSc in Translational Medicine. Second is MSc in Advanced Clinical and Molecular Diagnostics. These courses have a unique opportunity for the graduates, like who want to do their career in the area of research or the industry. As Dr. Sreeja discussed, there is like you not only for the research, but we have a lot of opportunity, because nowadays whatever vaccine production, hormone production, any synthetic protein production happening through the company, pharma company. So you have a scope, because you will be learning the latest technology like CRISPR-Cas, immune cell isolation, sorting. So we have all the facility. We have sequencing facility with us. We will be having high impact omics facility soon, like some instrument with us now. And we have a cell biology, genomics, immunology, infectious disease, cell engine. So daily work is going on. So what unique thing we have, our faculty is not a teaching faculty. They are trained in different places with the top scientists, and that not only in the India and abroad also. So the unique thing is that you will be learning with the scientist and also getting the latest information, what is going on in the area. So what is curriculum we are going to teach in this both courses? We are going to teach you the cell and molecular biology, biostats and research methodology, which are fundamental for the clinical research, and bioinformatics and translation medicine, artificial intelligence, and omics and translation medicine. Precision translation, precision therapy is now coming as a different way, and now advanced pharmacology. And I have not included everything. We also discussing about that how you make a cell therapy product now, because of cell and gene therapy is coming as a big boom. So these are the, and what you will learn, you will be learning the latest technology like the liquid biopsy, gas chromatography, next generation sequencing, cell sorting, cell. Now we have exosome related study. You can do EVs related study, that how UVs you can do the like biomarker study. So whatever you can think in the latest happening in the biomedical setup, we already started at our place in the very like minimum time. We have started 2 years before, but everything is set up and things are running. And these are the few pictures I want to show, that we have a small facility with animal. We have biorepository where we are collecting the sample from different cohort, like someone is working in diabetes, some are working in the cancer, and so they are repositories, like their sample collection is going on. We have a cell culture facility. We have molecular biology where people are looking for different targets, immunological facility, and proteomic facility. And we also have a bioinformatics and artificial intelligence lab with us, and we have a autoclave facility like other lab, but this is a bigger way because we believe that safety is the first. And we have a GMP facility, we have smart classroom, microbiology facility, proteomics. So we can say one of the best facility we have in country with the latest instrumentation. And these are the like liquid nitrogen related storage, how you can not only like -80, we are using latest for the better preservation. And we have a microscopy facility, and these are the few pictures. So if you have any question related to the subjects scope and how you can take admission or something, we not only open for masters, we also open for the PhD for interested candidates. We also interested, if you are interested for in training, 1 month training, 2 month training, 6 month training, and other support. If you have any idea, our head or directors are very eager to support as a like incubator, bio incubator. You can work with us if you have idea. So this is from my side. If you have any questions, you can ask. Thank you.
We are ready to take questions now.
Any questions from participants?
Sir, I have
Participants,
one question.
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
Uh, Good
Sir, what is
afternoon,
the
sir.
eligibility of
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ram.
go ahead.
Yeah, any like anyone, like we can say the Ram, someone is just speaking. Yeah, one by one. Yeah.
I can see somebody called Ram has a question. Please go ahead.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So I'm B.Tech fourth year student from Amrita Vishwavidyapitham. AI, AI. Hello, am I
Yeah,
Yeah,
audible?
yeah,
yeah,
we can hear you.
go ahead.
Yeah, so I got a mail in Outlook regarding some webinar happening regarding medical field. So I thought I can come here and ask some use cases which we can do a project for fourth year.
So you are
So I
looking
thought
for
we.
training
So I
or
thought,
projects, summer projects, right?
no, sir, fourth year term project.
Fourth year, sorry, we are not able to understand. Like you are looking for fourth year.
Projects, project ideas.
Oh,
Sorry, I think it is completely inappropriate to ask you at this time. I didn't know it was regarding admissions, but I
you can email if you are looking for a specific project and like
Yeah.
you want our help. You can email from where you got that link, and we can help you out in that.
okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Next, please.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, madam. So I have done my BSc in botany uh, from Bihar University, and I am just finished my graduation. So I just want to know that is this subject is suitable to join your by translational program?
So you are not very audible. So can you say which subject you did?
Botany,
I
I
have done BSc in botany from Bihar
Oh,
University,
botany.
and can I do like master in translational medicine courses?
It's a, I would not say no straight away, but I would say that it's at your own risk because you will need at least, more on the zoology courses. Like at least you will have
No,
some
I have
life
the
sciences.
I'm botany honors, so I have zoology and chemistry as my subsidiary subjects.
Oh, in that case, I guess, we can talk further if you have more
So
questions.
we
This
need
is,
to look for your
yeah,
syllabus, whatever you study
yeah.
means your subject. So if chemistry is there, I think you will be suitable candidate for this.
Thank you. Next.
So, ma'am, I have same question as previous person asked. So, what is the eligibility for getting the admission in MSc? So, as I have DMLT, so can I take admission for MSc in translation?
Yeah, with DMLT, we actually have one
Yeah.
student who has done DMLT. So yes, you are definitely eligible. Again, like what we usually do is the degree does not really matter. What are the courses you've covered? And even if you do not have all the courses that may be ideal, we can still go through, your syllabus and your,
Subjects.
Yeah,
So, like any field in life science are eligible for this
Yes,
course. If you
yes.
have a nursing also, you can do BMLT or
Correct.
like any life science subjects will be fine.
Ma'am, just one last question. Like, what is the scope after doing MSc in translational? I mean, as compared to other MSc courses such as biochemistry and zoology. So, like, can we go to industry, academia, or clinical research? So, as these courses are very less as compared to general courses like biochemistry, so do we have scope?
Yes, yes. As our graduates can tell you who've recently, like actually almost done with their courses, they can tell you, like, you can have applications, as I said, that, it does not have to be one, the first and foremost, the most obvious thing is to do a PhD. It can be anything, like, you can do, as I said, it's a clinical based or a basic science based project. That's one thing. Second is you can do jobs, like, you can go to a biotechnology company, something like a serum institute, which is more production based. And even, like, as I said, regulatory affairs, like, if you want to do, some people do, medical law. So, I think translational science gives you the background to, or rather after a BSc, gives you a good next step to help you decide also, if you do not want to do research, what do you want to do, like, other than research, which is, it can also, like I mentioned, medical liaison, like, if you want to do somewhere between the industry and research as well.
Yeah, so according like it Amrita Faridabad campus, although we are the new, but similar kind of course is running at Amrita Kochi Center in Master in Molecular Medicine and Graduation in Molecular Medicine. And our student is placed, you can see all the places like in the top company in the top university globally. So we have very good like we have a placement cells also with us, so they will support you like on the basis of your interest if you want to go to industry or higher education. So we like you can contact us in the detail if you want to know like what are the opportunity we have. So this course not for the research only, but you can go for industry in different places.
So we have another question from Srishti Shahu. How does MSc Advanced Clinical and Molecular Diagnostics align with the BSc MLT? This is actually a very pertinent question because we have a student who's about to graduate. She has exactly that. So she has done BSc in MLT and she's doing very well in Advanced Clinical Molecular Diagnostics. Dr. Ashish can maybe share the syllabus again, or you can look through in the website. So as I said, like, what we realized is that the MLT courses, you do not have a lot of cell biology background.
Correct.
But we kind of make up for what background you do not have. But the advantage that you guys have is you have laboratory techniques exposure.
Yeah.
So the dissertation, or like, even so you get a small project that you do during your coursework, and then you do a master's thesis. So you get a lot of advantage from your MLT course. So it does not have to be a clinically, like, if you want, we can set you up with a clinic where you can do a more, it all depends on what you are interested in. You can also do basic science, because you get it because, as I said, we are disease agnostic people here. It does not matter what disease you do, the cell is a cell. So if you are interested in learning a particular technology, for example, if you're interested in flow cytometry, we'll make sure that you have a project that will cater to that sort of an interest.
In
Right.
simple way, what I can say, that this will be leading to you a more broader aspect in your life if you are joining this course after BSc MLT. Why? Because you will have a higher chance to place in the very good reputed institution for the PhD or the job also. So if you are going for the MLT, you will be a like higher skilled technician, or may you will be working with any company or diagnostics labs only. But here you have a chances to be a scientist, and you whatever you can do by the MLT you can do after this course also, but it will add in your skill in your thinking process as well.
Yeah. Thank you for the question, Srishti.
Good evening, ma'am and sir. Ma'am, could you share some examples of the ongoing research which is going on at the Amrita Research Center, Delhi campus?
Sure. So I can give you some examples. For example, so I am in the cancer immunotherapeutics field, as I said. So some of the PhD projects that we have here in that field is we are looking at immune profiling of the tumor microenvironment. So we are looking at biomarkers, some novel biomarkers, so that we can try to identify some novel therapeutic markers to predict how the patients will respond to a particular treatment. On the other hand, these biomarkers hopefully down the line will also give us novel targets that can lead to novel therapeutics which can supplement some of the standard of care therapies which cancer patients already get. So other than that, Dr. Ashish can also talk about some other projects that we have.
So like whatever we are discussing, just a 1 to 2%, whatever we are doing, we have other faculty who's working in multiple projects. So actually our lab is focusing on the liver diseases, and mostly we are looking for that how we can prevent further progression of disease. So we can say early biomarker for pathogenesis. Then other group we are also working on the like liver transplantation, that mechanism of liver regeneration, that why few regenerate and few have rejection. Then also looking for that how you can make survival for cirrhosis patient, like AKI, because kidney injury lead to the more mortality, how we can prevent the cirrhosis patient no they will not go for the AKI. So different kind of project is working. These are the whatever what we can say, all is translational and needed project. And now like people are focusing in globally, so we are working cutting edge area with the current need area.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, sir and ma'am. Also, I was interested to know that what is the structure of the coursework? Is it course-based, or is it research-based, or both?
Dr. Ashish?
Yeah. So actually, according to the NEP guideline 2020, we have a 1 year classroom, but we have that 1 year also we have a lab. So you have a 2 credit lab, in weekly 2 days you have a lab, and you have a 1 year, the last year is the total lab only. So you need to select, or institute will tell on the basis of availability of the guide, or you can choose your supervisor initially when number is less, that you want to work with Dr. Sreeja, Dr. Bhargav, or any other faculty, and on the basis of your interest. So you will be working on the live project. So you have a chance of publication, patent, and IPR, everything you can do. So there is a lot of opportunities there in during the MSc as well. So we can say these are the combined thing. There is a teaching for the first year, in the total second year it will be the lab only, and you also working in the any specific projects, not to complete your masters but to solve some problem in your lab.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm pursuing a master's in from biotechnology background, and I want to know that from different college, Dr. Ambedkar College. So I want to know, can I apply for dissertation program for there? And if yes, then what will be the duration of dissertation program? 6 months or 1 year?
So actually, we allow, I think, maximum 6 months now, but on the base of your interests, because whatever going on in our lab or my colleagues' lab, if match with interest, maybe we can talk to our higher authority for the permission. But more than 6 months is like we not prefer, because we need consumable fundings, like so it's very difficult to manage each student for the year. But it is possible. I'm not telling it's not possible. We need to discuss that what is your project and how it's matched with our faculty interest.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Okay, then if you don't have any questions, yeah.
Otherwise you can definitely send more questions to the email is up there. In the chat. Please send us more all your queries related to our webinar today. If you want to know more, please visit the website. And with that, I think both of us shall say thank you for your patience.
I need to ask.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
please ask
nothing.
something.
Are you typing or speaking? Nothing A001.
Yeah. You can unmute yourself and speak.
Or you can
We
type.
don't bite. It's okay. Is the syllabus aligned with the NET UGC? Yes, yes, it is. I have a basic life sciences with very limited. Yes, as I said, different people come
We
from
are here
very
to
different.
support you.
Yes. All right. With that, we'll say bye. Thank you so much for your patience.
Thank you so much. And we also
Looking forward to your queries. Thank you. Thank you.
guys.
All right.
Thank you.